Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I will talk about how to remove the data from end of the linked list, right? So in previous video, I spoke about how to remove the data from the beginning of the linked list, right? So to start with, first what I will do is I'll draw one singly linked list diagram. So let's say we have a single list which has three node, right? And the last node will point to null and head will point to the first node, right? So, and you know that node is nothing but its object, and in case of linked list, one node, one object will have a data and reference pointer to the next node, right? That also I will show you. So assume that this is the node, so this is the object. When you create object, what happens in the heap? Object will get memory allocations and memory will have an address, right? That's how you identify the object. So assume that this object address is equal to 900, so this 900 will come here, and this object address is equal to 100, so 100 will come here, right? And this guy, uh, this guy has the address of 900, this is 100, and this, let's say this guy address is equal to 400, so your head address is going to be a 400. So it's a singly linked list, and your requirement is you need to remove the data from the end, which means for now your 9 is pointing to null, so you need to write a code where this guy should point to null now, right? This guy should point to null now. So automatic what happens is this connection will get removed. So think about the logic, how we should approach for the logic, right? So first what we have to do that is, we need to store the reference of node previous to the last node, okay, which is this node, right? So we need to have one variable which will always store one node previous to the last node, right? So basically what I'm trying to say that when we iterate over the linked list, okay, first we need to go till the node which is pointing to null. That's where we'll come to know that we reach to the end of the linked list, right? So basically, uh, if I have to start with the program, what I will do is, this is head, right? So I'll copy the head into one temporary variable. So let's say temp, right? So when the moment I'll copy into a temporary variable temp, when I will do temp dot get next, not is equal to null, of course null. So temp will come here. Then again I will do temp dot get next, not is equal to null. So temp will come here. Of course it is not null. And now if I'll do temp dot get next not is equal to null, that's where it will come null here, right? So when you just use only one variable temp, you will reach here, your temp will reach here. After iterations, what happens, your temp will come here, right? But you don't have this address stored in your variable, right? Because your temp has come here, which shows that we need to have one variable which will hold the value which is previous to temp, right? So which means we need to introduce one more variable. Now start with the logic. So when you start with any program, you should think from all the angle. So first you should think of, maybe your linked list is empty and you are trying to remove the last node. So first you write one check here, if, always start with all the check, right? If your temp, assume that if this guy is equal to null, right? It's empty. So what you should do in this case, you return null. That should be your first conditions, right? Your second condition should be this is null. Now the second condition is you need to move, right? So you put one more conditions here, if temp dot, you make sure that at least your list has more than one node. So temp dot get next, if this guy is equal to null, assume that, which means your linked list has only one node. So what you will basically, you will remove, you are going to remove the head node, right? So you return head here, you just return head. If it is equal to null, return the head, which means you are going to return the head of the node which you are going to remove is nothing but head. And then what you do is, as usual, you write head is equal to null, right? So if this is null, this is null, so just write, head is equal to null and return the head. Done, right? Now if let's say assume that your linked list has more data, more than one node, more than two nodes, so what we should do that in this case, we should run a one while condition. Okay, so if I will run one while conditions, what I will do is I will write while. So let me write one while conditions, and I will make sure that I'll put a check on this get next. So I will write temp dot get next not is equal to null. If this null, this not is equal to null, right? And then when I will say temp dot get next not is equal to null, I'm checking that null conditions, because the moment I will reach to the null, which means it is a last node. So and when these conditions will fulfilled, when your temp will come here. So before that we need to have some storage, right? So I will just write n1 is equal to, and what is n1 here, I can just create one node saying that I can just write one variable called node n1 is equal to null, right? N1 is equal to null. So when you are actually iterating over, right? Now guys, one more thing here, you try to understand, when we say n1 is equal to temp dot get next, which means even your n1 will reach here, right? Over the iteration, your n1 will come here. Then what about this guy, this node? Still we lost it, right? We don't have any way, we did not store this, we reached here. So what you do is you introduce one more variable called n2. Okay, in n2 always copy the temp. I'll tell you why to copy. So similarly, node n1 is equal to null, you write one more node n2 here. Here only you write n2 is equal to null. In beginning it was null. So n2 is equal to temp. How this will help us? So this n2 is equal to temp, which means when this condition is getting fulfilled, guys, when you are reaching here, right, which means your this loop will not get executed. And when you say n2 is equal to temp, so your this guy, your n2 will have these informations. When you reach, when your temp will reach here, your n2 will have these informations, right? And then you write here temp is equal to n1. Let me just iterate over, you will understand. Just go over it. N2 n1 is equal to temp dot get next not is equal to null. So temp, which was in beginning, it was pointing to the head. So when I say get next, temp will come here, your temp will come here, right? After first loop, it is null, no. So your n2 is equal to temp, so your n2 will be here, guys. And temp is equal to n1, because when you are running a while loop, you need to refresh your this temp, right? You need to refresh this. So temp is equal to n1, so your temp has come here. Now temp is already come here. Now temp dot get next not is equal to null, of course it is not null, your temp has come here, your temp has come here, it is not null. So now what happens is n2 is equal to temp. So you see guys, you till now you did not reset the temp. Okay, you just did temp dot get next, you did not reset the temp. So your n2 will come here now, right? And now you are resetting your temp, so temp is equal to n1. So actually n1, so when you did n1 is equal to temp dot get n1 is, n1 was already here, right? And when you say temp is equal to n1, then only temp came here. Okay, now run this loop again. N1 is equal to temp dot get next, so your temp is already here. When you say temp dot get next, not is equal to null, which is not, right? So which is not in the sense of now this loop will not get executed. When this loop is getting terminated, your temp is already here, your temp is here, your n1 is here, right? Only one variable n2 which is still pointing to this previous. Now did you understand what is the role of this n2 and how we should think the program? So n2 is the one which has the one node previous to the last node. Now just come out of this while loop and write one condition here, n2 dot set next is equal to null, simple. The moment you do n2 is equal to set next null, so n2 will point to the null, so this one will get fulfilled and automatic this will go off, and then return what? Return the node which you deleted, so return temp, because temp is pointing here, so you are returning the last node. That's how you can delete the last node of the linked list. Same thing I have given in the program also, guys. So first you type your program. If you find issue, then only you refer my solution. So remove from the end, same thing I'm doing that. If you look at here, okay. Now same thing I tried here. Here instead of n1 n2 I have used node 1 node 2. If not null, then store the temp, node 2 is equal to temp. The node 2 is the one which will always store previous data, previous temp data before resetting it. And once you are storing it, then I'm refreshing the temp, because again I need to run the while loop. Okay, so that's how we can remove the data. I hope that you'll be able to write this code in the interview. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this.